Hello! Thank you for taking a few minutes to experience Acqueon engagement for Cisco. Acqueon engagement is an omnichannel campaign orchestrator designed to enable organizations to be more proactive and efficient with their customer engagements. Today we'll look at the agent experience as embedded within the Cisco Finesse Agent desktop, then examine some of the key functionality within Acqueon engagement and how those features can empower improved business outcomes and customer experience. We'll begin today's demonstration with John Smith, a customer who we need to reach out to in order to try to collect on a loan. We're going to start by engaging John with an SMS sent to his phone that gives him some options for how he would like his outbound engagement to proceed. John replies 1 for an immediate call and receives a response back from the system letting him know that his response has been received. Now that John's response has been received, the system will automatically change John's record into an outbound voice campaign so that a live agent can reach out to John. Next, we'll take a look at the agent interface. Organizations who are using Finesse as Cisco's out-of-the-box agent interface will enjoy an integrated outbound experience through Acqueon's gadgets. This embedded outbound interface empowers blended agents to take both inbound and outbound calls through the same Finesse interface, all the while providing agents with the customer data and context that they need to deliver superior experiences for dialed customers. Acqueon supports predictive, progressive, and preview dialing modes. In this case, the agent has been routed John's record in a preview campaign, so the agent's given an opportunity to preview the information for John's contact record, and then will accept the call to place the call to John once they're ready. In the on-screen gadgets, the agent has information such as the identity authentication to see if John has come in pre-authenticated through his mobile app. We have business parameters to relay information to the agent regarding the contact. This would include things such as John's name, and in this case, being a collections campaign, it's going to be collection pertinent information, things like the loan amount, the past due amount, the due date for the loan. These will always be aligned with the use case and the purpose of the campaign that the record is being called upon. Here we have a powerful gadget called the customer journey. This is where we can congregate data across all touch points that this customer, John, has had with our system. This includes inbound calls, outbound interactions, and then can include interactions across channel, things such as SMS transcripts or chat transcripts. When the agent accepts the call, indicating that the agent has had a sufficient amount of time to preview the record, the call will be placed and connected to John. The agent has the call controls in the top through the Finesse workspace that they need in order to proceed through the call with John. The agent and John will go through their conversation accordingly, and at the completion of the call, the agent will select the outcome via their outcome gadget to tell the system what just happened on that call. In this case, the call was successful. John paid his due amount, and so the agent selects the success outcome and saves a note along with the outcome. The agent's now placed into a wrap-up mode and prepares for their next call. Now we'll take a look from the administrative side of the Acqueon engagement console to see what the life cycle of a contact record looks like. Here at the landing page for campaigns, we get an overview of all the different campaigns running in the system. We can see information such as the dates configured for that campaign, the status completed, and the status of any campaign in the system, as well as some general statistics for the records waiting to be dialed. When I select a campaign and drill in, we'll get into the specific configurations. First, we'll look at business parameters. This is where we'll map across data points from any sources that you have that are consumable by the system and presentable to the agents. Next, we'll talk about contact lists. Acqueon engagement can ingest contact list data via API to automate that process, we have productized adapters with major CRM and backend systems, or it can be done manually here within the contact list tab. Next, we'll look at contact selection strategy. This is how we can segment lists into different pieces and prioritize records against one another. In this case, being a collections type campaign, let's say we want to add a new condition. We're going to add a condition regarding the due amount. So I go into my condition builder. I can select the field that we're going to map into this condition. And you can see those same business parameters that we looked at previously. I might do something around the due date or the loan type, but in this case, I'm going to go find the due amount data point. And we want to prioritize any records where the due amount is greater than, let's say, $1,000. I'll save that condition into my list. I'm going to go ahead and drag it to the top in order to prioritize it at the top of the list against all of their conditions. And now we're going to dial 100% of any records uploaded into this campaign where the due amount data point is greater than $1,000. This is also how Acqueon brings in AI configurations. I can enable various AI modeling, such as best time to contact or propensity to pay, in order to assist in those prioritization calculations. Now that we've selected which record we're going to dial first, how do we know which channel we're going to reach out on? Well, this is where we will look at the contact strategy portion of the platform. In this particular contact strategy, I have the SMS channel, the mobile voice channel, and the email channel all configured. And this is read top to bottom, so we will start with the SMS channel and proceed accordingly. Now, of course, we can get very granular to say what will happen with this particular record across different outcomes. Speaking of SMS, let's take a quick look at how the SMS script is designed. Here within the Script Designer tool, we can build bi-directional SMS interactions. In this case, we're starting with a script block where we're going to do a backend check to confirm that the due amount for this customer is still valid. If it is, we're going to send this SMS message to the customer. And this is the same we saw earlier where we are presenting different options to the customer. If they reply 1, they will get an immediate callback. If they reply 2, then we will work with them to schedule a callback in the future. And if they reply 3, then we're going to chain this record to an email campaign where we will send them payment options over email. In our scenario, John selected 1, so we proceeded down that path, and John was immediately called by an agent. And this is due to our chaining feature. We're able to take the outcome of any given call and use that outcome as a trigger for a chaining event where we can move that record to the next campaign in the customer journey. To finish up, let's take a quick look at reporting. Acqueon boasts full real-time reporting capability in dashboard-style views that can be filtered down upon as needed, as well as canned historical reports, which again can be filtered as needed or scheduled to be automatically generated. Lastly, all Acqueon reporting data is exposed via API, so we can work with you to build any custom reporting necessary, or if you'd like to ingest the Acqueon reporting data into your own reporting tool. Thank you for taking the time today to experience Acqueon engagement for Cisco.